This planet has water, nitrates, carbon dioxide, and methane, and so on. When I'm thinking about the shadow effect it creates on its parent gas giant, I'm thinking in terms of what creates a spot. Like that one right in front of us. Probably because it has some advantage of being in the difference between position, which also means a difference of light speed, or that the velocity then has to come out and get reflected, just like the distance from our Earth to Moon takes some light speed, like 8 seconds, back and forth. So the shadow has started to go around the gas giant. Basically, the point would continue to rotate depending on the position of its parent moon. What I'm going to show you here is the ring system in reference to this stretching of the shadow effect. Now, the rings you can see here stretching on the horizon, and the planet itself, or the moon, is actually coasting on the outer space of the outer ring. Let's have a look at the rings and the dust particles. And try to imagine that as you go in, into one of these stripes or bands, and the difference between each one of them is a dilation of about, let's see, 1 second. So it's the main unit of rings around gas giants. Basically, the rings are referenced to the gas giant. So looking back here, and the fact that it's not an illusion that we see them stretching away into the distance, it's just that they're also the main cause of the space in the background, as dilating everything ahead of itself by about 1 second for each one of these bands. Now there's a conservation of such band velocity, 1 light second, and there's about, let's see, perhaps 10,000 of them. And each one alternates back and forth between every other one. So the effect is it has basically simulated the universal model of space and matter and light into thin bandwidths. And I mean, in reference to the gas giant. It truly seems like we're on this ride by some extended time, like time dilation. And even though they're curving to the right as we go closer to the gas giant, it does curve between the left and right, meaning that they are not symmetrical with approaching the gas giant, and thus having the rings move into the right direction, because every time you go a bit higher up, the rings will move to the left. Even though we're not in the zone of the gas giant. And these lengths looking into the horizon in the distance are still maintaining this 1 second dilation forwards in terms of their own position. So one width begets another ahead of itself. Yeah, that should do it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be trying to find more spectacular, informative things to appease your mind with.